Chim 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 chim. Chim chimney chim 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 charoo. I just done a poo poo and I followed through. Hey Jude, don't follow through. Take a toilet tissue and wipe your ass. Testicles, spectacles, wallet and watch. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Broadsword calling Danny boy. Come in, Danny boy. Hello, I'd like to talk to you about your nuts. You have got huge nuts, Mr. Elephant.
Yo.
What are you talking about, man?
We've solved over 47 cases.
Done what?
I'm an outlaw. Wow. I don't know how the song goes.
You're an outlaw.
Yeah, there's a song that goes, I'm an outlaw. No, remember the rest.
Because you're wanted, dead or alive.
No, I'm not Van Halen or whoever it is, Styx. No, Bon Jovi.
John Bovey. John Bovey, the spongiform mesophile.
John Anchovy.
Don Anchovy, yeah, he's a good one.
Let's see.
I'm going to text Dan on the off chance that he's like, you know,
in the country,
going to turn up.
Off chance.
Yeah, last time I got a reply from him was 11th of March.
Hello.
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 The excitement in your voice.
I am so excited. I'm too excited. I can't help it. I'm excited.
Oh, he's so excited.
I gotta poop. I may have a new job.
Oh, nice.
By May, I'll find out next week.
Is that from the interview you went to last week?
No, that was less of a second interview. They told me it was a follow-up interview, but really it was like they had questions about my prior employment, and it made me a little suspicious because I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't an interview, and I'm like, yeah. So I've left that thinking that they may have contacted my prior employer and maybe they said some stuff that wasn't entirely true.
See, over here, you are not allowed to give a negative reference if you are listed as a reference. You can decline. You can say, I have nothing to say, but you can't give a negative reference.
Over here, basically, you can't give, like, if you, like, your previous employer can only answer, like, 3 questions in my state, and none of them are, it's like, would you hire them again? Did they work there? What was their previous pay rate? Except actually, I think it's like, did they make such and such, depending on whatever you wrote down. But that's why I was like, this seems a little odd.
Yeah, I don't think there's any limit to the questions you can ask. You just don't have to answer them. If you haven't got anything good to say, just keep your mouth shut. Is essentially the proviso on it.
If you got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Yep.
Burp. Yeah, it was just really weird. But I did an interview yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday at like 8:30 p.m. And it was basically like, so first I'm gonna tell you about myself, and then I'm just listening to this manager like talk and talk and talk and talk, and then they're like, "Oh, so have you ever done anything like this before?" And in my head, I'm just like, "You clearly didn't look at my fucking application," because I was like, I was like, "Yes, I actually your biggest competitor was." I didn't say it like that, but yeah. And then I think the whole thing, I think I said maybe 4 sentences by the time she said, "Okay, I'm going to contact my human resource person so that way we could do all the onboarding and stuff. Contact so and so tomorrow." And I contacted her this morning, and she's like, "All right, next week we have an orientation, so we should be able to set that up Monday or thereabouts."
Oh, nice.
I was like, "Okay."
Excellent.
So it is going to be an overnight position, but I don't know. It's after, like, if we start at 4:30 my time and then go to 7 my time, which is midnight for you guys. That's still before, because I think they don't start till 10. They said like 10 to 6, so
Okay.
plenty of time. It's not going to affect. Also, I found a map making program I kickstarted released today. I don't know if you saw it on Steam, called Dungeon Alchemist.
Oh yeah, that's quite good, isn't it? Yeah.
It's pretty neat. I messed around with it a little bit. I installed it today. Apparently, when I kickstarted it, I had access to the beta and didn't even know, so I could have been using it for a while. But I was just like, okay.
I've been playing some Planet Coaster this week.
Oh dear.
That's I got a hold of that. I've never played it before. It's quite good.
Worldwide roller coaster skills.
Yeah.
Is that the one that's by David Braben's company, the Elite People?
I don't know. Well, it could be, yeah, because I think it's by Frontier or something.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that would
yeah.
make sense. Yeah.
I think I've got that. I've never played it, but I've got it. I've got so many games I've never played. It's terrible.
It's crazy complex. I have like the basic stuff. I'm starting to get. It's like playing Landmark. There's like 10,000 things you can do, but there's a whole bunch of like weird peculiarities that you're just like, what the fuck is going on? You know, like when you're trying to wrap your head around voxel building and stuff. And but I mean, just like some of the stuff with the coasters, it's just crazy what you can do. There's like, I don't know, 30, 50 different types of coaster. I mean, there's all kinds of other rides as well. They're pretty straightforward, to be honest, but it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. But yeah, it's very good.
Uh-huh.
It's a very chill game that sort of sucks up. You're like, oh shit, it's 2 a.m.
Yeah, I never played any games like that before.
Burp.
Yeah, I'm just going to go and get a drink and stuff. I should be back in a minute.
All right.
All right. Can you release the elf thing?
I can't because I already did.
Testicle bollocks, whatever his name is.
Kakalaka laka.
Cockaliki soup, yeah.
Super duper doo.
Kokili.
Gidi.
Kokili the small nuts.
Uh. Oh my.
Am I? Arsene Wenger. Hey. So, where were we last time? We just got the Vorpal swords, dragon mounts.
I believe you all ended up getting sucked into a vortex, and that vortex is going to output you in, let's
Medieval
see.
Britain.
No, I don't think. I think more like, I don't know. Dudleyville. I don't know. Wait, is Dudleyville even a thing? No, that's a wrestling reference. Never mind. That's not real. The Dudley Boys. I don't remember what the guy's name is. I keep thinking Luke and Butch, but that's the Bushwhackers. I know there's Devon. Devon, get the table. I don't remember. I didn't remember.
Do you remember?
Do you remember the time? Na 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 na.
Yes, I remember.
I remember.
Oh, we're in that. All right, I see where we are. We just killed the swirling vortex monster.
Did you? Did you?
And then a giant peculiar lobster came out of Starship and called camels. Zim?
You're a neck camel.
Mind your elbow. Have you ever seen a giant space neck camel?
I have not.
Neither have I. So I figured out what weapons you can add to your ship.
Uh-oh, what would that be?
A ballista.
No.
Which has got 100-inch range, which is what, 300 yards?
Maybe. I do not know ballista stats.
I'm back.
And it's a heavy weapon, so it does loads of damage.
What were we doing? Was I even here last time we played this? What were we doing?
Yeah, we was in the
We was here.
Yeah,
He was
you were
here.
here,
Pantera was here with you.
I'm just trying to think
No.
what it was.
we're in some kind of underground crypty thing, aren't we?
Yes. And I
Yeah, the map
Oh.
again, so he's got it. Yeah.
share it. I'm trying to find something, and I think I didn't save it because I'm dumb.
The box full of Vorpal swords and other magical items that are all attuned to us, wasn't it? I'm sure it was.
Awesome.
And dragon mounts.
Dragon
Sounds
mount.
good.
Why would you guys even use mounts? It's like you let the perfect griffin mounts away. All you had to do is feed them other people's horses.
But the horses.
Uh,
Actually, I'm not sure I care about that. But
da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, that is not even close. All right, we'll make do.
Oh, we was about to die and then Chundry rescued us, wasn't it? That was it. That
Yes.
was what happened. Yeah.
That did
We
happen.
were all
yeah.
about to die and then Chundry came in and you had a spell that didn't do what you wanted it to do. And but she saved the day and annihilated everything in the room.
As far as I know, the spell did exactly what I
You
wanted
want
it
to
to
live
do.
forever?
It wiped everybody out and then resurrected Jaka. And then faded away. And now you're alive, Turtle Boy. And you're all in a Doom-a-doom.
And we got that funny dwarf guy nearby. What
Yeah,
are we going to do with
Belron.
him?
What are you going to do with him?
Yeah, we're going to give him the map and tell him to go away.
if we give him the map, though, aren't we stuck here forever?
Is that a question you're asking me, or?
Well, yeah. Is it? I
asking
don't know.
Phil.
Is that what is? Are we? Which time zone are we in now? We in the one where we went to where we started, or are we in some other one? We're in the past, didn't we?
You're in the past, yeah.
Do we want to live in the past, or do we want to move back forward to the future? I was looking forward to motor cars and airplanes.
Whatever they might be.
Oh, yeah, I just I had a funny dream.
You had a funny dream. What are you talking about?
Yeah, the carriages that were self-propelled flew through the sky.
That is madness.
Oh, yeah, I think I had a really bad turtle's head that day. and the fumes from it made me hallucinate.
Oh, boy.
Us turtles have got problems.
Yeah. You guys are silly. Well, Belram is over there. He's sorry, I gotta close this damn window.
He's probably in shock now because of the
He's not in shock.
He just saw a Chundry appear, didn't he?
He did, but he doesn't know who that is. He just saw massive shit get done, and you guys are now safe. To his point of view, he's just like, all right, there we go.
No, he's used to this stuff, isn't he? He's time bandit
I don't know.
after all.
He is a time bandit. He's like, Belram Tanum says to you guys, well, now that you're safe, give me my map. It's mine after all.
I'm going to sit down on the steps and lean back against the whatever the thing is that I'm stood next to.
A sarcophagus of some kind.
Yeah.
On a dais. And, well, you're going to move, huh?
We're all going to go and sit down and relax, I think, after that epic battle.
So, when do we get to get home, Master Dwarf?
I can't tell you unless I see my map.
Well, that's convenient because I think you being stuck here, you're just gonna be really annoying. But on the flip side, if we give you the map, then who's to say you don't just leave us here?
Well, yeah, that's a mighty difficult choice for you. Don't worry about. I tell you this on my word. I will not leave you here.
Just somewhere else. I've played this game before.
Well,
Where are you going to leave us? Back where
I
we
don't know.
started?
Depends wherever we go next.
Well, we needed to fix the curse in this time if we're here, didn't we? That was the whole... We got stuck here, let's fix the curse. That was what we're going to do, so let's do that. And then we'll give you the map.
Curse on who? On what curse?
The werewolf guy family.
Acrosola or the prince?
Acrosola, yeah, that's it, Acrosola.
I mean, we're going to try and find traces of his missus or something as well, weren't we?
Yeah, you were thinking about
we're
looking
trying to
here.
solve his whole thing, and then Jade promised to kill him if we couldn't help him out, put him out of his misery.
Belram walks up to the foot of the steps and says, "If you're looking for the missus, then follow me. You're not too far."
Okay, well, let's follow this guy then.
Walks up to the little door.
As I'll follow him along. I'm not going to move my map thing.
Jerry.
But whenever he gets where he's going, I will move my marker there. But
he's got where he's going.
So, is this the longest you've been stuck in a time before, or does this happen to you regularly?
Oh, I've never been stuck before until you blasted fools took the map.
Well, you did kind of drop us there.
You followed me. You didn't have to.
Yeah, you look suspiciously like someone from a dream I had once.
Really? Who? What?
Oh, it's another bloody dream. What is it with you and dreams?
Listen, if you were tall when you had some of the fumes I've got, I can share them with you if you want. I've got some brewing now.
She's around here somewhere. You just got to look, I guess.
Well, around where you are. Okay, let's do a search.
Search where and what?
Search the wall for secret doors.
Have we been in this room ahead before?
Yeah, we
the
have.
north, yeah.
Oh, we have we?
Yep, that's where that sword replica of your Children of the Tempest sword was. And it did a little prayer.
Well, what, in this... I'll go and have a look again at that rubble up north.
All right. And you walk up to the rubble, and the rubble... Jaka, your little perception roll, you don't see anything that looks blatantly, obviously out of order.
Is this rubble in any way, shape, or form shiftable?
You could probably dig behind the rock rubble and just see more dirt.
We didn't check the tombs earlier, did we?
Pantera and y'all was walking by reading all the nameplates. Yes. Kokaliki doesn't see anything blatantly obvious.
Cockballs is going to say to the dwarf, where?
Well, I know where it is, but I can't tell you everything, can I?
Yeah, of course you can. Why not?
I'll have a look at this altar thing and start pushing things and picking things up and putting them back down again. And whatever.
All right. Belram just kind of goes, "Oh, whatever," and then pushes Kakaliki aside, walks up to the wall across from him, touches like 7 or 8 different stones, and then the thing starts to shift. If I can figure out how to open it. Like that. The door sinks inwards. I was like, how do I unlock it so you guys can see the door open?
Oh, it unlocked. It's all right.
Yeah, it's unlocked now. And the stone door, it separates as if the seams were flawless against the stone. Nothing was sticking outwards, and it's cleverly hidden. Required prior knowledge.
Like something like a dwarf would do.
Or he just knows the future.
You could have done that 10 minutes ago. That would have been really helpful.
I could have, but you guys got to put the work in. And you see inside this room, you see let me approve the movie. I see a casket chained down, a highly polished mahogany with golden and silver chains strapped to it, holding it down. And there are no plaques or no signs that say who it is or what's inside. It just looks creepy. And Jaka, when you step down off the steps, your feet go through a puddle of what looks to be some kind of reddish burgundy color liquid. It's kind of transparent, so you instinctively know it's not blood.
What does it smell of?
Alcohol. Makes you think of a nice red wine.
Okay, so she's
And it's not super deep or anything. It's like
in a
literally
tomb with wine for some reason and silver, so she's some kind of a lycanthrope or a...
Well, you do surprise me.
Wait, what?
What's the wine for, though?
I don't know. I mean, I know what werewolves are. I know what hurts them, but I don't know what rituals they do. But the girlfriend of the head werewolf is a werewolf. You do surprise me.
Oh, what for the...
Meldrum says, "Not the werewolf, mate."
You're on YouTube now,
But you
Fancy Guns
probably want to
Academy.
get out of there.
Well, it's been a long time
Was that
coming
you,
that we've
Leon?
been looking for her. We can at least have a chat.
You wanna open it?
Well, it's been a long old journey. You know what? Several thousand years we've been traveling.
Thousands, hundreds. I mean, you did actually
Several hundreds of years.
actually over thousands. You're right, because you did go very far in the future.
Yeah, we went to
already.
Napoleon times, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Was that even on the same planet, though?
I mean, you brought us here. You showed us it. And we've been looking for
Well,
it.
you ask. I'm trying to give you a little bit of good favor.
Why, you don't think we should open it?
Highly suggest against it.
I don't think we should open it, but hey, let's see what happens.
Or do we just take it? What, we can't take it back to Acrosolo, can we?
I don't know.
Dwarfy man.
Hang on. Well, how's it attached to the floor?
Oh yeah, how is it attached to the floor?
It looks like it's kind of nailed down in some respect, but that could just be
the like circular, the 6 mounts on the ground, like that the chains are attached to. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are like embedded deeply into the stone.
Where is all the blood and alcohol coming from? Is it coming from the coffin or is it coming from somewhere else?
As far as you could tell, it's probably just a pool that's been there for some time. You don't see any like running water, and when you stepped in it, like you guys are the first people to disturb it.
I am going to wander up towards the coffin and listen. See if I can hear. I don't know whether I'll be able to hear it, but any breathing or anything like that.
Signs of life inside a coffin, always good.
We all know werewolves don't die normally.
So you want to like put your ear to it? Is that what you're thinking?
Hmm.
All right. You put your ear to it, kind of lean your head onto the top. Cause a couple little clinkings with your armor and such as you lean up against it. And as your ear is up against it, you hear
Come in.
like knocks at it.
Knock knock, who's there?
1 second.
Wow, you say who's there and the phone starts ringing.
Yeah.
That's freaky.
I had to silence it. That's my sister's talking about. Probably wants to know about the job. So yeah, so as you put your ear against it, your armor kind of clinks against it. You hear 3 knocks.
Hey.
Okay,
who's in there?
You don't hear anything, no sound or anything.
Knock 3 times myself and see if I get a response.
You knock 3 times, and in return, you hear
Can't I knock
just
2
gonna-
times now? Then I'll knock once.
3 in response.
Oh, fucking hell, my memory. We're looking for, what's her name?
You're looking for, I believe it was Annabelle, right?
Acrosola's
crush.
Annabelle. We are looking for
Annabelle was his girl's name, yeah.
a woman called Annabelle.
When you say the name Annabelle, the whole like casket starts rattling in the chains, like as if the chains are holding it back, as if it wanted to pop out.
We told Acrosola we would find you.
The chains and the casket starts shaking more violently.
Is
after
Acrosolo
a
in this
moment-
time or in the past? Or in the
Are
future?
you talking to me or him? Who are you talking to?
We'll try and free you, but be warned if we have good intentions to you. Well, noble intentions, maybe not good. We're just releasing a werewolf, so that's not good. But hold still. Wouldn't want you to get burned. All right, I'm going to try and start prying off these chains.
Cocky's going to cast a bless on everyone before the shit hits the fan.
No.
Well, it might not hit the fan, but it might.
So you're gonna hit bless. Do it.
Bless.
Throw the bless. Jocko with your 8 million feet long.
You might be forgetting, but I'm not a good paladin. So I'm. I think something. There is a wrong being committed here. So we've certainly punished plenty of people responsible, but we haven't actually solved it yet. So yeah, I'm going to start trying to pry out these bolts or the chains or whatever weak spot I can find.
Belridum looks at you guys and says, "I don't know if you should do that."
Well, possibly not.
Why shouldn't we do it? There's Cocky.
Well, fine. Trouble's a brewing. That's all I can say.
Yeah, but we promised to help Acri Vinolo, so we're going to help him.
All right. And he starts to slowly walk away down the corridor.
Is that a sign for us to stop, or is that a sign for us to just carry on and ignore the?
Well, if we get eaten, then your map's going to be probably in a pile somewhere.
He turns around and steps back. Carry on then. But don't say I didn't warn ya.
Hang on.
Bloody dwarves. Bloody dwarves. Especially the time.
I am going to. Is the whatever's in the coffin still thrashing around?
It's calmed down and settled since you guys started mucking with the chains.
I am going to cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
I'll just tick off the spell because I can't target anything.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll target. Are you Annabelle?
Zone of Truth on who? On what?
It's Zone of Truth.
But like what? Who are you asking? Like that kind of thing.
AFK a second.
I create a magical. Whoever's in the coffin, I'm gonna knock on the coffin and go, "Are you Annabelle?" I'm gonna be,
The coffin vibrates and shakes at the name Annabelle. You don't hear anything though. You don't hear any words.
Yeah. Creature that enters a spell's area first time it takes. I know if it's telling the truth or not.
It is not. It can't hear you. I'll be nice enough to say it can't hear words in or out of the coffin. So like if it speaks, you can't hear it. The casket is a sound barrier, basically. I'll give you a hint. So no sounds can escape.
Not. So it must be able to hear us because it's responding.
It is responding.
So knock once if you are Annabelle. Knock twice if you are not.
When you say the word Annabelle, it starts shaking and vibrating.
I'm asking it to knock.
If you
I know it can knock. It's knocked back at us.
correct. It sensed you guys knocking on the casket. It didn't hear, it sensed it. It doesn't hear you guys though.
Okay.
Acrosolo.
I'm gonna hang on. Let's see. Well, I assume this is how it works.
When you say Acrosolo, the thing starts vibrating aggressively. This time you start to notice, because you pay a little more attention, you guys notice that the part that's vibrating is the chains. And at the name of Acrosolo, it's constricting and shaking and tightening. And that's what's causing all the movement at that.
Can I do this? Because it's a zone. Doesn't necessarily have to be. I'm gonna say, as Tempest commands, not once if you are Annabelle. I'm gonna hammer my fist on the top of the
On top of the casket.
casket. Yeah.
When you knock your fist on the casket and say Annabelle, it starts violently shaking, more so than it's done before. It's and how many times have you said Annabelle, by the way? Like what, 20 times now?
Yeah. I mean, this zone lasts for 10 minutes. I've got a while to go.
That's all right. It's not the casket shakes super aggressively, the chains writhing. You note that the still wine that's poured on the floor starts bubbling and moving. And Belram goes, "Oh, here we go."
Is this Annabelle in here? I'm going to ask Theron. And he, hang on, what's the range of my zone entry?
That I don't know. I do not.
I'm just looking. 60 feet. Yeah, I'll get him.
You turn to look at him and you say, "Is this Annabelle?" And he looks and goes, "Oh boy." And at that, the chains start constricting onto the casket extremely aggressively, and the casket starts breaking. And as the splinters of the casket break apart,
Acrosolo.
Say it 3 times.
This isn't Candyman.
Well, I'm just thinking Acrosolo is the counter effect to Annabelle. Maybe.
Yeah. The chains violently crush down on the wooden casket, and as it splinters, you start hearing high-pitched squeals coming through the gaps in the wood, and it starts splintering apart, and the chains withdraw and pull themselves into the stone floor. Once they seem fully contracted, there's just a rubble of broken pieces of wood getting soaked by this wine that's on the floor, and this white cloth that's kind of draped over what you think is a human body or some sort of humanoid.
I shall make a holy gesture, as in respect, and then I shall pull away the cloth.
As you pull away the cloth, there is kind of a smoke underneath it, like a wispy, white, cloudy smoke. And you do get this vision in your head, not as if somebody's like telepathically projecting, but you recognize that this is like a ethereal humanoid shape, and the eyes open and look at you, and you see suddenly bright white pain in your eyes, just for a flash in a moment. And when your vision comes back, the ethereal shape is not there.
So
hungry?
is there actually a human body under here, or is it all sort of crumpled now?
I think I've got to go
It's
and feed the
crumbled.
cat. Back in a second.
Be the cat. There is a no physical body in there. It's now lost its shape.
Are there any? Are there any kind of artifacts or something, like, are there rings or necklaces, not for loot, just identifying purposes, like a
No.
locket or anything like that?
Nope. As I don't want to, I'm trying not to go out of this until Jimmy is back, because stuff happens. Tee tee. I'll wait till he's done because stuff does occur. So,
The occurrence. Oh, I'm gonna go for a smoke then. I should be back in a minute.
all right, sounds good.
Kill it.
Kylan has gone for a smoke.
Oh, I wanted to kill it.
He has gone for a smoke.
Okay. Boating. Oh, also on the boat, Savage Worlds. If you're the gunner, you're the best one for shooting the ballista.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it defaults to whoever's in the boating seat as the weapons thing. But if you drag your token onto it, suddenly it goes from the D6 to a D10.
Ah, that's cool. So I have a better chance of hitting as long as my dice roll isn't crap.
Yeah. And the two he's going to get a unicorn for the front of the ship.
Yeah, I saw that. Sweet. Oh my.
Mr. Sandman. Thingy your Sandman. Boo.
And I'm back.
Hello.
And fuck me, it's cold outside.
I will not.
Coming.
It was snowing here yesterday.
You're too short for
It
my
was snowing
taste.
this morning as well. It's mental. Springtime snow. Snowing in
You're
London
mental.
yesterday.
All right, so we're back.
I'll bet.
Yeah,
All right, so as you the whole thing splinters, you pull back the cloth, the ethereal shape just disappears. You know, your eyes go white, and that goes for all three of you that are in that room. And then when you get your sight back, the shape is not there in the cloth is crumbled. But as you look up, you see a being standing in front of you. All like sneaky like. Let's share this. It's this kind of shape standing and whatnot, hovering off the ground. They're clearly an apparition of some kind. Just each one of you looks at her, and you get the sense that she is looking at you specifically. But she doesn't like move her eyes or anything.
Annabelle, I assume.
You notice no movement or anything with the apparition.
Her eyes are too far apart.
Does Sign of Truth work on undead?
I don't know.
It says creature. It doesn't specify what sort of creature. It just says creature.
That's because creature would include anything that isn't considered a creature.
Okay.
That's why you'll be saying, if creature is undead, this happens, you know? Because that doesn't.
Yeah, but it doesn't say any of that.
Because that means it's all inclusive.
Yeah.
Including other non-sentient creatures.
So she's she's not even, all she is like a hologram projected from the future.
Future? Why do you say
why
that?
Not?
Oh, why would you say it?
Just to be annoying.
Well, if you are Annabelle, we promised Acrisolo we would look for you and find you.
And you hear in your heads, her mouth doesn't move, anything of that sort. You hear in your heads
Motorbike
whispery.
go past.
That's not a motorbike. That's a regular car. Terrible muffler. You hear in your heads a whispery pronunciation in a nondescript voice.
Great-great-grandfather of Han Solo.
Again, if you are Annabelle, he still cares for you very much. Did not know where you are or where to find you.
You see no physical movement on the apparition other than, you know, how it fades in and out of existence because it's, you know, corporeal, non-corporeal, corporeal. I don't remember the words, whatever. Ghostly image. You sense, you kind of feel in your heads a little like minute pressure at the base of your skull. Nothing like, no pinching, no sharp daggers or anything, but you just get this like little recognition in the base of your skull. And then that feeling desists momentarily. Or I should say after a moment. But there's no speaking.
Well, if we've found your spirit, are you still restless?
In your head.
Would you do now?
What's that?
What would you do now?
Belram hears you say this and says, well, if it's anything like in the year, you better get out of that quickly.
No, wait. The he's fucked up.
And the door closed behind you.
The we promised Acrisolo we would look for you, free you, or find you. And that was a promise, and I am a person of my word. However, if I also follow Tempest's law, and that of retribution. I am not here to say what you've done is right or wrong, or whatever purgatory you're in. But if retribution is what you desire, then go. You have my blessing.
The apparition you see before you starts to slowly fade, but right before it's about to disappear, you hear in your heads, all three of you, well, two of you, three characters. You hear a very quiet, nondescript, non-distinct voice whispers, says, and then fades
Whispers
away.
what?
Whispers
Did
so
not
quietly
hear
we
that
can't
at
hear
all.
it. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That was a good quiet whisper.
There's a super quiet whisper, nondescript, non-distinct. You guys figure out what it sounds like, but it says, "You will all die."
We know that. That's part of life.
And then fades away.
Leave the room, I
And-
suppose, isn't it?
Maybe, if you can.
Okay, Jade, open the door, please.
1 moment. I'm just going to offer a prayer to Tempest. And so I sense there is one who seeks vengeance from beyond the grave, or retribution, perhaps. Time will tell. And then stand up and go and have a look at the door.
As you're finished with your prayer and you step to walk away, you note that the wine on the floor starts to drain quickly and almost as evaporating and disappears. Now the floor is blank, normal stone floor. No more wine.
I thought you were going to say lava then, but never mind.
No, not lava. And my sister is calling again. It's all right. Now you guys got to figure it out. Where you go next?
We'll take 5 minutes to talk to your sister.
No, I'll talk to her after. Actually, let's take 5 seconds or so. Be right back.
We didn't even get to drink the wine.
You can lick it up off the floor or something?
I didn't think of that. Too late now, it's evaporated. So you reckon Tempest is going to save us from this one?
I don't. To be honest, I'm not. It's kind of a weird character to play this because it's like if this thing's seeking retribution, I'm not against it. It's just if it's against us, then yeah. But
not against retribution, yeah. That's what you're into.
not for justice, for retribution. So yeah, as I say, if it's going out saying, right, I need to go and do this because all these wrongs have been done to me, then yeah, that'll be fine.
I am back, and I thought it was emergency, but she was just like, "Hey, do you want me to deliver pizza to your door?" And I was like, no thanks."
Listen, every time your sister offers to deliver pizza, say yes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I was like, well, I'm playing D&D. Anyway, free pizza.
Down free pizza. What is wrong with you, man?
Did I? Yes, I did.
I'm going to try and hit the DM.
I'm going to text my sister and say my D&D players. The problem is I'm not wearing pants. I don't want to go have to put on pants.
Well, you got underpants on you. Just go to the front door in your underpants.
God, no.
What?
I'm not wearing underwear.
Unless they're really like skanky, then quickly wrap a towel around it and pretend you got out of the shower.
I
was combing
have
my hair.
I have no undies on. I'm literally naked except for my wireless headphones, and I'm sitting on a pleather chair.
Right. See, when you try and get up, your ass is going to get stuck to the chair anyway. Right. Yeah. Well, that's what that noise was. Yeah, it was just you
so that's
getting
what
up. Right.
Yes. So, yeah. So she fades away. You guys try to open the door, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we'll take a look.
Click on it.
Click.
Nothing happens.
That's because we can't click on secret doors.
I know.
Can you click on it? See what happens?
Did you see when this thing opened? How thick of a door is it? And what was it made of?
Made of stone. It just slid out of the way like a perfectly carved piece of stone. Yeah.
Yeah, according to your brain, this just kind of went backwards a little bit and then down. It looked like it could have been maybe a foot thick.
Okay. I'm not shoulder charging that then. Have you got any kind of dispel, Cockaliki? I'm assuming it must be magical, I think.
Nothing like that.
Ta-da!
Oh, thanks.
Your boy Belram opened it for you. I told you to get out to there. Yep. Bugger.
You worry too much.
What in the Sam hell? All right. So the apparition has faded. Dun dun dun. Belram says, "Now what? You're gonna give me the map?"
No. Now we're gonna go find Aquasado again.
Oh my lord! What is your problem? Fine. But after that, do I get the map?
Maybe.
Your promise of not leaving us here seemed a little vague, to be honest. I think you need a bit more motivation and maybe a bit more, time here to consider, your answers as to where exactly you're going to leave us.
I'll tell you in the future.
No, not good enough. Think about that anyway. We'll talk about it again later. And yeah.
All right. Lead the way wherever you're going. Just kidding. I know where you're going. I don't know why I said
Oh, you're supposed to take us where we're going, aren't we? Since you're the one who knows how to get there.
No, you guys are going to Acrosolo, you said.
Yeah, I think we go find Aquasado.
Let's do that then.
All right.
We can leave this disgusting tomb.
It's not disgusting. It's just a tomb. Well, okay.
Disgusting. It smells. Mostly because of me, but it smells.
Mostly because of you.
Shit in the corner.
Fucking hell. All right, so the trek to Acrosolo.
Everywhere.
Your turtle head's poking out. The trek to Acrosolo's tomb is going to be some time. It's not a quick journey. It's going to take you probably 2 days from where you're at if you go in a relatively straight line.
Oh,
just do it.
Hang on. Before we go, I'm going to grab a handful of the rags that the corpse was wrapped in.
The swaddling cloth stuff or whatever it's called.
Yep.
All right. No problem. Oh wow, those are embedded in the map. I didn't even think of that. Bad donut. All right. So you go and you trek across. One of you, whoever feels most comfortable, throw me a survival roll. Hope.
That Jacker's job? I think that might be Jacker's job.
I do not know, but hope you roll good enough.
That's pretty good.
Let's see. Oh, you're lucky. 21 to 30, nothing happens. You bastard. All right. So you trek, you stay overnight, you trek some more. Nobody murders you while you're sleeping. And you encounter nobody super interesting on your travels through. You do pass over a small like campsite, but it looks like it had been abandoned some couple hours prior to you reaching it. There was a campfire that was put out and doused with water. It was giving off only a little bit of smoke, but since you had a place to go, you guys just kind of kept on going past instead of tracking anybody, and you make it to the outskirts of the tomb. You are now going to go into the tomb, I presume.
Yes.
Gonna go into the tomb.
Right. I don't even know why I'm putting you on the map there. Because I assume you want to go talk to the prince. Is that what you guys wanted to do?
Yes.
I'll
No, we
put
just thought we'd come here for like a cup of coffee and then leave.
piss and vinegar. Where is the prince? His NPC.
He's retired.
Sorry, I gotta put him on the thing. You stand before the prince. You manage to remember the secret way in through the hidden doors. Both of them. By both, I mean all three.
Was it secret doors? We found our way in pretty easy, didn't we?
Yeah, well, you remember because you've been here into this place twice now. Well, this will be the third time. And you remember there is a hidden door there, and a hidden door there, and then a locked door there. So you managed to make it through all of them because you remember the methodology. And there's no blade that comes out of the floor to cut you in half in this one, as far as you can tell.
Yeah, we would just go and skip.
Yep.
Skip around. We don't care about blades.
Yes, so you stand before Prince Acrosolo with the same strange bit of light cast in this room, as if it's, peering through a canopy of leaves in a forest. But up ahead on the ceiling, of course, there are no leaves. It is just stone. And the prince looks at you guys as you approach. What have you come here for? I don't remember what his voice was, TBH.
It was that voice there.
Sure.
That was exactly it.
That was perfect.
It was perfect. Absolutely perfect, young man.
Have you solved my curse? Have you found Annabelle?
Well, we found the ghost that responded to Annabelle.
We found a tomb. It was.
Then she is not alive, as I feared.
Yeah, and she was wrapped up in silver chains, and it was not very pretty, really.
What?
Well, we saw an apparition, and I'll describe the apparition. Blonde hair, the crown, the dress.
Eyes too far apart.
Eyes too far. Fucking.
Was that Annabelle? She could not speak to us in her ethereal form, but we saw her and sensed some responses. We think it's her. Also,
what? He says she was wearing a crown.
Yes.
Interesting. And maybe she had survived longer than I.
We found these, and I'll. I was going to say hand him, but I'll put the wraps down next to him, near him, whatever. I don't know if you
Okay. He reaches down to pick them up and looks at them. He goes, "Are you sure this is what she was in?"
That is what the spirit was wearing.
This is not good.
Care to explain for the?
Well, when we spoke last, you seemed knowledgeable. I figured you would be aware of these things, but these wraps, they are spiritual. They are designed to hold back great evil. I did not think Annabelle could ever be evil, let alone as evil as they thought if they wrapped her in this.
Okay.
You see, this is ritual. This is done when my family puts down the greatest evils mankind has ever known. It is why we have ascended to royalty. It was many thousands of years ago. We defeated the great evil, and we were put in our place of power to defend people and the land.
And what evil was this exactly?
There are many rumors that have flown about in my youth, and it was all deemed to be boogeyman stories to scare little children to do the right thing. There was ever any backing proof that I had ever seen, but I've heard the stories of this. I fear perhaps the boogeyman may have been real.
Do you want to actually give me an answer?
He is giving you an answer.
No, you've told me the boogeyman is real.
He's answering the best he can.
Okay,
So where's the boogeyman?
What do you think this evil is?
Well,
If you think it's the boogeyman, who the hell is this boogeyman?
I don't know if you're talking to him or me.
Well, both at this point.
They called him the
I would
Dark
just like
One.
an answer from an NPC that's not a fucking riddle.
It's not riddles.
It
Every
is.
NPC doesn't know every answer.
Hang on, this is his missus. He must have a suspicion at least of this great evil, whatever the fuck it is, because he clearly knows something.
Yeah.
Oh my.
He does know something. We definitely. He's just. Yeah. He's a bit vague in his answer. Is the boogeyman? He was told boogeyman stories, but now he thinks that this cloth is the boogeyman. So why does he think the cloth is the boogeyman?
He doesn't say the cloth is the boogeyman. He clearly stated that they wrapped great evil in this to bind great evil.
All right. So does he
Stating
think that she's not Annabelle? She's something else. Or does he think Annabelle's been taken over by? Or Annabelle has become evil?
He suspects if Annabelle was wrapped in this, because he said you found Annabelle, that
Yes.
Annabelle must be greatly evil. And he had only remembered that these things were used because they were fairy tales told to him as a kid.
Ah.
So he doesn't have exact answers other than what he was told, and he assumed was just boogeyman stories to scare little kids.
So she said, well, she didn't say it, but in our minds, she said, we're all going to die. Was she telling us, is she coming for us? What did the boogeyman stories tell us when he was a kid?
I suspect she isn't coming for us. I think she's coming for you. I'm going to say to
And he looks at you when you say that. Hell then, such is the debt I owe.
You want us to
I
help
never-
you?
No.
hang on. What do you think you might have done to incur her wrath?
I'm sure by now you know that her brother became what I am, a lichen, and he holds his hand out, and the part that goes away from the little beams of light gets hairy, so you can tell he's a werewolf.
All right. What, you turned her brother, did you?
Being a lichen does not make you evil. It
No.
makes you a beast.
Yeah, but did he turn her brother into one?
1 second. I have to sneeze.
Deciding on whether to get pizza or not.
No, I had to sneeze. He looks and looks at Jaka and says, "Yes, I did it. I thought this power would help us fight the evil that was among us. And
So
the
the only
story I told you before was not true. I was not attacked and became the werewolf prince. I did it by choice. Then I turned my guard captain, and then, in his madness, he killed his sister, my love. Or so I thought."
Oops.
so this great evil spirit that has imprisoned Annabelle, she isn't evil. She's just vengeful.
Well, if the stories I heard in my youth were true, the only people they wrap in this cloth.
But
And as
was
he
she
turns on his
wrapped? Was she wrapped because she was a werewolf?
hand, was I wrapped? I think not. A werewolf is not this big of a curse. They would find a werewolf and put them down. That is all I think they would do for that.
Hmm. Oh, is this 2 days travelling? We've had a rest by now, haven't we?
Oh yeah, you better rest. Oops, that's not what I want.
So let me get this straight. The evil that is you, the werewolf, is concerned that there's a bigger evil of the person you turned into a werewolf, or the person's brother you turned into a werewolf, just because they have a bad reputation.
I don't think Gregor is a concern, but Annabelle should have died. And
Well, she was certainly dead.
yes, but when we buried her, she was buried out in the woods under a grave next to her family. I don't know why she would have been wrapped in this holy cloth.
Oh, she was in a hidden tomb in a crypt with red wine on the floor, silver chains on the coffin.
Hmm.
It seems like
We
whatever
didn't even
evil
get to drink the wine.
protecting against was perhaps that of being a werewolf.
Well, there were also gold chains I did mention. I said gold and silver.
Oh yeah, gold and silver
Yeah.
chains. Yeah, I better mention that.
Yeah. Sorry. He looks and says, "If this is the case, then someone must have raised her from the dead somehow. Tell me, what did her skin look like? Was it rotten?"
She didn't have skin. She was a spirit.
There was no body, was there?
No, there wasn't.
The apparition was just that. A ghostly visage shimmering.
That must be some curse. And Beldrum goes,
Oh, another,
"Finally, we got to it. It's a curse, plain and simple. Let's go."
another
The Prince
curse.
goes, "Shut up, dwarf." The Prince says, "Whatever ails her is beyond my knowledge. But it shouldn't be good. Cannot be good."
So what do we do, Belgium? Do we save this cursed woman? Do we leave them all to their own crap, or Sounds to me, Jade, like he's
It's a riddle
if
in
she
a riddle in
if
a
she
riddle.
kills
I
him.
think we just get the fuck a few thousand years out of it.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then-
I think that he deserves it if he turned her brother into a werewolf, and then when he was in a werewolf, he killed his sister, and has probably been holding that guilt forever. If he gets killed by the ghosts, then serves him right.
Yeah, I mean, I would offer you retribution. However, I think being trapped here is probably retribution enough.
Finally, we can get the heck out of here. Let's go, boys.
Yeah, let's do that. I think we've done this. I think we've done enough in this time zone.
All right.
Let's go and follow the dwarf.
We'll delete the tokens.
The The map's gone all black. The map's
it has.
gone. D&D on the screen.
It says D&D. Oh my gosh, this is D&D. All right, so you guys leave the tomb, and at the entrance of the tomb, Belrum's like, so can I have my map back?
Well, you got to take us back to somewhere useful for us.
Well, how am I going to do that without my map?
We'll give you it back on one condition.
And
When all this is said and done, or whenever we are done with this, if you do not leave us in our correct time, I will hunt you down through all of time, remove your tonsils, and then shove them up your ass.
that sounds like nothing I haven't done before. All right, let's see. Where do we got to go from here? Show me the map.
At this point, we may as well show them the map because
Yeah, I'm showing the map and see what happens.
Are you handing it to him, or are you like holding it up to show him?
we'll show him.
All right, you hold it up, show him. He goes, we can go over here. You said you want a few thousand. Let's go this way, over here. And he beckons you guys as he's walking away. Come on. He says, it's only over this other hill there. And he walks and walks and walks. You go up the hill, then down a hill, and you see a little tree in a clearing, just a tree by itself. And he's standing next to it.
Tree by itself.
He looks at you guys as you approach and says, "If we go in here, we should be good." You see him start climbing up the tree and starts to stick his head in the little, I don't know if you call it a porthole, whatever, where the hole in the tree is, where it's like rotted out. He starts to poke his head in there. Then he turns around and says, "I bet you're going to follow me. I hope you do."
Giant woodpecker's hole.
It's bigger than that. It's not a woodpecker's hole. It's like,
Giant woodpecker.
you know, those cartoony trees.
Let's follow him.
Yeah, we might as well. Got nothing else to do.
I mean, you guys could hang out in the past. I mean,
We could.
if you want. Well.
Do we want to hang out in the past? Do we want to hang it? I think, do we want to just go and see what happens in the future when this werewolf thing is, played out for a couple of hundred years or a couple of thousand?
Yeah. We'll see what's happened in werewolf future.
Werewolf feature. All right, so you guys climb up in the tree, jump into the hole in the tree, and you guys feel like you're falling. And all of a sudden, you hit the ground, and you look around you, and it's a very alien-looking area. You see Belrum standing next to you with his arms crossed, going, "Well, are you gonna stand up or what?" And as you look around, you see weird stone pathways with what looked to be some sort of armored beasts and buildings that were some made out of a very concise brick and some out of wood. The sun seems to be in a position you don't recall, but you don't see anybody in sight. No person out and about.
Okay.
Okay. There's no one around, so we better stand up then. Is that what you're saying? We've landed on our asses?
I know.
When are we then?
Belrum looks and says, "Well, you said a couple thousand years into the future, didn't you?"
Okay.
And he says, "Let's go. We got a bit of a pathway to go down there." And as he walks away, you start to look at him, and over the horizon line, you see buildings that are taller than the tallest castles you've seen in your lifetime. Some structures that look like crystal mountains and tall stone features, and you don't hear a sound of birds. You don't hear the noise of forges or any other lived-in sounds. It all seems pretty silent, except
Are there
for the
any
wind
trees?
and Pelgrim's footsteps. You do see some trees. A lot of the trees look pretty unkempt, but other trees look dead. There's a lot of dust and dirt on things, but no people, no magical fairies.
All right. Let's
You see,
The
follow
Lorax
path.
around?
what is a Lorax?
Movie. The Lorax. Okay, it doesn't matter. We'll forget about it.
Uh,
Danny DeVito is the Lorax.
I don't know what that means.
It's a movie. Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss. I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Dr. Seuss is?
Is that the Cat in the Hat guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Cat in the Hat guy.
Okay. There is actually a picture somewhere on the internet of me reading Dr. Seuss to a bunch of kids. So
All right. Okay.
apparently
well,
I do.
that's the end of-
Apparently I do know. Yeah. I was part of a book club. Actually, it was Dr. Seuss reading challenge or some shit. I don't remember.
What was it?
But-
Green ham and jam and all that kind of shit.
Green eggs and ham.
Green eggs
Yes.
and ham. There we go.
And Horton here's a
green
who.
ham and tuna fish.
I know nothing about Dr. Seuss. I just correctly named several.
Yeah, well, I don't know much about it either, but the Lorax is one of his stories about humans destroying the environment. Yeah.
All right. I don't know if humans have destroyed this environment. I mean, you the sky, you look up and you see there's, clouds and blue sky and some gray sky, but you don't see any people. You're just walking, you're following Bellroom. You notice on the stone pathways you're walking, there's what appears to be white paint, spelling words out in common tongue. Words you're not entirely sure what they are. They look like they should have been other words, but written poorly or wrong or not spelled correctly. There's, as you're walking, some of these households are very close together, and there's the walls look see-through in some spots, and going up to the height of them, some of the shorter houses you see, they go up 3, 4, 5 stories high, and those seem to be the smallest houses and buildings in this area.
I'm going to call them flats for some reason.
Well,
They look kind of like this.
wherever we are in the future, it's good to know that the general population is still illiterate. They can't even write on the roads.
Well, technically they can write. It's so far in the future you don't know the writing.
No, I mean they clearly spelt this common word wrong.
What is Beavis?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is some of the buildings ahead of you. You can see a larger, taller building.
Broadway, Soho.
It would appear we're in a city, or what was a city, perhaps a ruined city.
And just pretend that person's not there by the car, by the way. I can't have time to edit the people.
There's some dude walking out of Starbucks or whatever the fuck it is, yeah.
It looks like he's pissing on the back of that car, actually.
Yeah, I was going to be like, oh, it's a mannequin when you approach it, but I was just like, forget it. It's just a statue of some kind.
Well, whatever great city this was, it must have fallen at some point.
Yes, you see no people, no signs of life that you're used to. But Bellroom is just
Do I
walking
see signs of battle or anything like that? Like, there's bloody great... Not like things have just decayed, but like there's like a blast hole in something, where like a catapult has hit it or anything like that.
In some of the areas as you're walking, you see that some of the parts of the stone pathway, this peculiar, like almost obsidian stone, there are like holes and wrecks in it, but you don't know if that's from blasts or what, because they don't look like, they look like they've been worn over time more than immediate blasts, though you don't know when they occur. But there are some.
I mean, does it look abandoned or does it look destroyed?
More abandoned than destroyed.
All right.
And the holes I'm talking about, just potholes.
Yeah.
Photos. Yeah. And like I said, no people.
So what's Belgium got to say about this place? Where is this Belgium?
Belgium says, well, it's from the land before my time, I tell you that. But, well, life here is a bit different than it was your time. I remember
Well,
there was a people who had more than you could ever need, but they were a bit stupid with what they did.
Are there any like birds flying in the sky or anything like that?
No. You don't see any birds, no planes, no.
So, well, no, I wasn't expecting to see a plane. I don't know what a plane is, but
But you do.
but no, I mean literally birds, animals. Are there any like animal noises, bird chirps, anything like that?
Nope. Silence. Just the wind blowing through the streets, the
No,
pathways of stone.
This isn't just people gone. This is animals gone.
Are there any rats or any
Birds.
kind of other little scurrying things running around?
Nothing that you can see in the short time you've been here. No animals, no birds that you see. No.
I'm going to look for something
As
that's
of yet.
fallen over and look underneath it and see if there's any insects underneath it.
Does it look like overgrown at all? Like has whatever has happened to this place happened recently, or is like are there a load of plants growing all over it?
No, nothing. I mean, as you walk, you see some cracks in the sidewalk. Well, the weird stone that's different than the pathway you're on. It does have small, like
'Cause
little
if-
green plants,
if
but it's
something
not
gets-
over.
If something gets abandoned, it doesn't take very long for it to get overgrown.
It doesn't look like it's been overtaken by wildlife.
And what are these four-wheeled things with shiny windows on them?
Some sort of chariot.
What is these? These are the things I thought about in my dream.
I mean,
Beldrum says,
it clearly can't work. I mean, where would you attach the horse?
Beldrum says, these, my friend, these are a bit of what have made us in the future. We took something like this when we were moving the mines, but right now these, I don't know if they move at all. They're made to move people from place to place,
I'm
like
gonna
a
see if
horse.
there's- I'm just thinking. I just got this idea in my head of a word, and it's got a T in it, and it TES. I'm looking for a Tesla car. Is there anything with Tesla in on it?
Why do you want-
Because it might be solar powered. It just popped into my head.
We have a man with visions here.
Yeah, it's all that
it's like-
turtle gas. Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna like prod it and like go. Well, this armor doesn't seem very effective. It's made of metal, but it's very flimsy. Look, my sword can just go straight through it.
whereabouts on the metal chariot are you stabbing it?
Well, just by I guess in a door by the side of it.
All right.
So,
You puncture through, and it goes through, and it kind of your sword squeals metal on metal as you take it out.
I mean,
And,
what kind of metal is this? This is flimsy. No wonder these people have become extinct.
And he turns to you, like slows down and turns and looks over his shoulder. And he goes, "I don't think that was the problem. Let's go." And he waves to you. Let's keep walking.
Okay, let's follow him. Yeah.
He's bringing you in a direction towards the taller buildings that are off in the distance. As you walk, you're passing more of these colored chariots and things that he said are used for transporting people to and fro. And you pass through an area where you see a bunch of clear plates that you know as windows, kind of smashed out and broken. So if you had wanted to walk into some of these buildings without even trying doors, you could
I
step
think
over.
there's probably glass in our world, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
There's-
there's
yeah.
giant windows.
That's why I
yeah.
said you recognize them as windows. I said that, but maybe they didn't use them. Windows in your time are smaller square.
Oh yeah,
things,
tiny things.
not
Or
not
stained
giant
glass.
gold windows.
Or like stained glass, like tied
Yeah.
together with lead or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and this exactly. So you're not familiar with these giant plate glass windows, but did you see that there's they've been shattered? Looks like the stuff inside is disheveled, and as you move further down the street, you notice more and more destruction. There's cars that look like, or vehicles, these chariots that look like they've been burnt to a crisp. There are skeletons here and there with decayed flesh on them. And it looks as if like this is more the war zone that you're thinking of about an immediate wipeout. And you see in some buildings there's clearly fire remnants. you notice like little pieces of metal all over the ground. They give off a little gleam as if they were gold, some kind of shiny reflective metal. Belram keeps walking his pace and he keeps saying, "Hey, hurry up! Let's go faster! Let's go faster!" And
are there any kind of traces, like, if we're seeing signs of what looks like battle, are there any like skeletons around, or
the bodies haven't decayed enough to be just skeletons. There are definitely
Okay.
dead bodies, decayed to some degree. You do see like muscle tissue still left and flesh. They're not.
have they
Whatever
been,
happened to
like,
them is relatively
stabbed,
soon.
or
If you look at them closely, you notice that a couple that you walked by look like they have weird holes in them.
Puncture wounds?
Puncture wounds of some kind, which may have been.
well,
from
they've clearly
spores.
been shot by an arrow, and then they've taken the arrow out of them. Whoever's shot them.
The hole is cleaner than that. Cleaner than
I'm
an
going
arrow
to pick up
tear.
one of these little gold
Oh.
shiny things off the floor and seeing if it's the same size as the holes in the bodies.
A
Yeah.
crossbow, then.
Crossbow bolt, maybe through and through. And you notice that some of the bodies have like ripped flesh as if something had eaten at them, maybe a wild animal or something. But there's a whole bunch of various forms of death and mayhem. There's a decapitated body.
Follow on them. There's been a great battle here. Tempest probably is. I wonder if Tempest is pleased.
Probably pissed off.
Well, no. I mean, he's good at battle after all.
And as you walk ahead, you see
Depends
a
on
sign. What's that?
Depends on the war, I guess, as to how pleased he would be. I'm mulling this question over.
In your head. As you progress, you find Belbram, who's gotten a little ahead of you, now standing and looking at a building. Looks like he's trying to read the sign on it. And you guys approach him and see him staring at this building.
What's this then, Belbram?
Well, I'm trying to remember my world history, but I don't seem to remember what this store is. And you look at it and you recognize common letters, and it looks like it's Shogun Mariah of some kind is what it seems to say. But you're not entirely sure. It looks like it's written a little peculiar. He's looking there, rubbing his chin, running his fingers, itching his beard.
What is this place supposed to be?
I think it's a place we could find something to make the rest of our journey. Trying to remember exactly if it was here or over the other way.
I shall go peering through a window and see what's in there. Do the whole thing where you put your hands up and look through the glass, kind of see what's in there.
You notice when you put your hand up on the dirty glass and peer through, there's bars on the other side of the glass, kind of obstructing a bit of your view. But you see a bunch of drawers ripped open. There's what appear to be some shelves that are smashed or broken. Some sort of like wood paneling that has a bunch of holes in it. Not like holes that they're too uniform to be like random occurrences. It looks like they're supposed to have holes in the wall.
Is it accurate firing like stormtroopers, or is it more like Tusken Raiders?
No. The holes in the wall are like a pegboard. Like pegboard where something would hang on.
There doesn't seem to be anything in here.
Belram walks up next to you and he goes, "Well, it doesn't hurt to check this. We just got to walk a little further." And you see him pull this like broken door that's looks like it should have been some sort of glass. You see remnants of it into the metal frame, it looks like, of the door. He pulls it open, a little bell overhead goes ding-a-ling, and he goes, "Oh, let's go." And he walks in, starts stepping over the stuff that's rummaged on the floor, and starts looking around.
Well,
you see him opening and closing different drawers.
Well, I'm going to start opening and closing different drawers and all see what's in here.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking for, but I'll look and see what things are in here.
I'm
gonna look. Is there like a door to like a back room or something?
There is, yes. It looks to be cracked open a bit, so it's not fully closed. There is another door.
I'll go look in there.
All right, you open that door and you head into the back room. Jacka, Kokaliki, and Beldrum are trying to dig through the crap that's in the front. Jaka, you find a small box. It looks like a rectangle, and you hold it up, and it kind of has a little, not a jiggle sound, but you can tell something inside it is moving. It was underneath a bunch of the wreckage that you had pulled off to the side in the corner. You open it up, you look inside it, and there looks to be a bunch of these like brass/gold colored oblong, or sorry, like round and long tubes with a rounded front on the tip of it. And
what's he got on the back of it?
On the back of it, it's got a sealed, closed, flat end with some little imprint engravings around it, and then a weird divot in the middle of it.
Oh, they look interesting. I shall keep them.
They're bullets.
No, they're not. They come some kind of currency from this this future.
Modern love, yeah. And
you can pay with these. Just point them at people and go, "Give me what I want." But I don't know that. I definitely think they're currency.
Oh, geez.
How many's in there?
What's that?
How many are in there?
Looks to be 50 in that
right.
particular box.
I'm going to stick that in my collection then.
50 coins.
I found a box of 50 gold.
Jade, when you're rummaging around, you find a couple weird bits of metal. They got a little weight to them. You're like, these weird boomerang-looking things. Like, well, not quite boomerang, but they're a kind of L shape. And you notice that there's some sort of like mechanism. What's that?
How big are they?
Probably about 3 pounds a piece. Maybe not very heavy, but
well, to my mind, I think they're hand crossbows that they haven't got the draw bit on it.
Yeah, they would make you think like that, kind of like a fancy crossbow.
Because it's got a trigger.
Yep.
It's got a.
I forgot you guys know what crossbows are.
It's just missing the bit.
Correct, and you're gonna pick them up. I'm gonna put them in your party sheet. What you find. Yeah.
An automatic pistol. What's that?
Oh yeah, it's already ID. And it is let me not ID.
That's right. We know what they are.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We won't ruin it. We're not gonna figure them out.
All right. Let's
probably probably know what to do.
Let's wrap up searching and we'll carry on.
All right. So you found these little things and you kind of tuck them away. You don't really show anybody. Kind of look over at Jacka and go, look at this. And he goes, whatever.
I'll show him the boxes of bullets though. I mean the coins I've got. I've got these. They look shiny, and I think we can use these. I don't know what they are. Maybe they're not edible though.
They're pretty crunchy. You probably don't want to eat them. All right. So you found 2 broken crossbows and a bunch of coins, currency in your box. And Beldrum goes, well, I didn't find what we need, so we're going to have to be careful. But we need to progress a bit further before... that's sorry. So he heads out and then continues on in the direction he was going previously, going down the pathway in between these tall structures.
Just a thought. Do flintlocks exist in our time?
Yes, but very rare. You probably have not seen one.
All right.
They're extremely rare. In your time frame, gunpowder was like learned by very few people. It was very rare for saltpeter to be acquired in your region.
Being of the Church of the God of War, would I be aware of these weapons in war?
No.
All right. Okay.
They as of yet
they're crossbows without strings in.
Yeah, because you're still using ballista and all that in your current time frame for common heavy weaponry, and you haven't even progressed to cannonballs yet. I mean, heck, Napoleon still was a cannonball.
I know, but fantasy is kind of gets a bit messed up time frame.
Very true. But yeah, it's
I don't know how
such
it
a
is.
rare.
I don't know how it is in your world, so that's why I'm
Yeah.
asking.
It's such a rare thing in this world that it's, I would say,
Like quite
is
quite
super
often,
unlikely.
you find in fancy worlds dwarves firing fucking
Yeah,
blunderbusses and shit. So
correct. No, not here.
okay.
Um, Fireworks are still rare in this world. Like fireworks, even the idea of like burning explosive powder is extremely rare.
Okay, all good. I just thought I'd check.
Sorry, but it definitely has a feeling of being broken crossbows. And now the world you're in now, well, the time you're in now, I should say, very common.
Mhm.
Welcome to America.
So what is it you're looking for then, Beldrum, Bob?
Bob. Beldrum turns and looks at you and says, "Well, if we keep walking, I'll tell you to whisper, but you'll hurry up. We got to go into the danger zone. You know, there's a couple of bad things that happened around now."
I'm going to show him one of these crossbows
Well,
and say, what is this crossbow?
looks like many bad things happened here.
Ah, yes, many bad things. What you got there is not really a crossbow. It takes little things that go in. It's almost like pellets, but they're like pills, maybe a little bigger. I've never quite seen them in my time because I didn't look at them, didn't hunt them out. It's usually only run past. He looks around and goes, "Yeah, we should usually run past here rather quietly."
So what do we do with these pellets? We
And
eat them?
you probably couldn't digest the metal, man. He takes one of those broken crossbow pieces and he starts finagling with things on the side. And he goes, "Somewhere around here, they do something." And he turns away from you guys, and all of a sudden he turns back, and the gun goes off. The broken crossbow goes loud bang, and you hear a ricochet sound on the ground near you guys. And he goes, "Oh, that's how you do it." It says, "So you press this. Don't put it near to me." He says, "Press this thing here, and it makes that go like a very fast arrow."
So it's like a really uselessly loud crossbow.
Yes, we're quite loud, and wow, did I just switch into like fucking? Let's go with the stingrays. No, here he goes. It's quite loud, and we need to. Oh my god, yeah, it's loud, and we need to go.
Okay,
It's loud, and we need to go.
let's go.
And he starts kind of going at a jogging pace further down the road towards the large
I can
building.
see why everyone's dead. I mean, if they're using crossbows that are that loud.
That's not the problem, mate. And you start to hear some noises in the buildings nearby as you're passing quickly past them.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay. I think I've just figured out what was about to happen.
It took you this long to figure it out?
No, I had a suspicion a while back. I was just thinking, no, he's not gone for that.
Why the fuck not, though?
Because I thought they'd be like, oh, there's a woman over there bending over, mumbling.
There's a ghostly figure in the distance.
No, not a ghostly one. Just she's just mumbling.
Just sitting there
to herself.
mumbling, and you
With a
turn around, she's got
background
no
view.
no jaw. Yeah.
Oh.
And she's chewing on her own fingers.
No,
Delicious.
you hear a bunch of like weird
Fortunately,
noises.
we know what zombies fucking are.
That is true. You do know what zombies are. You've already killed a bunch of them without even using these metallic crossbows that fire supersonic arrows of sorts, microscopic arrows. I don't know what you would call them. So yeah, as you're progressing quickly down this this obsidian stone pathway, you start to hear the noise gets louder and louder, and you hear some like broken glass, and the noise gets louder. And then all along the sides of the path, you see bodies hitting the ground as if they're coming out of the windows above you. Just dozens of these things. And as you look at them, they start getting up, and you're like, "Fuck, it's zombies!" And Beldrum goes, "Run!" And at this point, there's probably 50, 60, 70 of these things just pouring out of the buildings on both left and right side of the road, in front of you, behind you, tons of them.
Oh my god, I wish I had my mage right now.
Fireball! Just nuke building city blocks with fucking fireball.
Yeah.
We'll just carry on, I suppose, running away from the zombies, isn't it? Until we get to wherever Beldrum's taking us.
Yeah, I think he's trying to take you to the next teleportation spot. I don't know.
How big is
Haven't figured
Beldrum?
out yet. He's probably 4'7", maybe 4'6" ish. He's still rather small, but kind of tall for a dwarf, and he can run like a son of a gun.
All right, because I can run like a son of a gun. I don't want to leave anyone behind. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you guys are. He's ahead of you. He didn't stop to look at all the shit falling out of the windows. He's just like, okay, let's go.
All right, we'll sprint and catch up with him then, shall we?
All right, you're gonna run and run and run. Could I get? No, never mind. All right, so you're running down this first street and you're running. You notice you're coming to an intersection. There is a road to your left, a road to your right, a road straight in front. You see Beldrum. He's not quite to the intersection. When you peek over your shoulder, you see dozens and dozens of these things behind you. Are
they moving slowly or are they going fast?
Various. They're not all the same speed. Some are quick, some are slow.
Son of a bitch. he's got a variety of zombies.
Yeah, there's a variety around.
They're not Romero zombies. They're just.
He's downloaded the random mod on Project Zomboid. That's what he's done.
Wait, what's that? What?
Never mind.
The random mod on Project Zomboid.
You can do a thing where, because normally in Zomboid you can set the speed, whether like sprinters, shamblers, whatever. But there's one where you can set the exact percentage of zombies that can run, sprint, whatever.
Interesting. Well, so you have this horde of zombies behind you, and you have a choice to make. If you're going to go left, you're going to go right, you're going to go straight ahead. You do have zombies coming at you from the front. There's way more behind you. There's also open buildings on the left. There's one of the taller buildings.
But where's Beldrum going?
Beldrum looks like he's going to go charge straight ahead.
We're going to follow him then, aren't we?
All right, you say so. So you guys follow Beldrum. He goes straight through the four-way intersection, and just as he gets to the other side of it, you see him whip his arm out, and the little fixture onto his arm starts shooting these little green blasts out, almost like a mist, poison mist, for the record. And he starts blasting it at these zombies that are in front of him. You catch up to him, and there are now on the left intersection, because you're kind of in the center of it, on the left intersection, there's probably 20 to 30 coming down the street. You still see more that are crawling up and down the buildings, coming down from up above. Similar picture on the right-hand side of the intersection. The front probably has the fewest zombies. You see Beldrum is fighting them there. On the four corners of the intersection, the one to the back right behind you, you see a bunch of flipped over cars that are burned out and destroyed, blocking your view of the building. On the one back left of you, you see a building that looks like it's a bunch of like wooden walls with windows in it that are all smashed out. In the front left, you see what looks to be an open market style building with it's only 2 to 3 stories tall, but on the outside of it, you see what looked like would have been market stalls. On the right, you see a larger stone building up ahead of you at the intersection that has no doors on it that you can see, but it does have an external fire escape going up 5 or 6 floors. And like I said, up in front of you, there's probably 20 or so zombies in front.
Right. So Beldrum, which way are we going, dude?
So right now he's shooting zombies up with his poison launcher thing in front of you.
Well, these zombies look like they can climb. They don't really, do they?
The ones that are in the road don't look like they can climb, no. But there are, you did look on the left and right side, there are zombies going up and down the walls. Some falling down, some climbing up.
Or do you mean climbing up like spiders?
Is there any sign of like being out of the buildings? Because if we go in a building, we're going to be trapped there.
Any sign of what going out of the building?
Like if we look down the street, is there any sign of like an open area or
clearing that we can get to?
Because once we go in a building, we're in the building.
Unless we find a shopping centre. Is there a shopping mall anywhere?
Why do you want a shopping mall? What's your plan there? I think
You
it's
move,
just
you
like,
move in and then you stay there for a little while until you talk to the geezer across the road.
wait, what? Is this like a Walking Dead reference that I don't get?
No, the movie, dude, the Romero movie.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't remember that. I don't know that. But no, there's no shopping center is visible to your short range that you can go to.
AFK a second.
Fine, be that way. I'm gonna get a drink while he's AFK.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a piss. I think I'll be back in a minute.
Hey, 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 hey. Hi, 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 hi. The shades around the sweet, the fun is good, you have for me. Boss. I'm back. Are you AFK? Stay tuned and follow through. Make a sad song.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you. I think Kylan said he was gonna go somewhere. Can't remember if it was to get a drink or smoke. I don't remember. I'm gonna take this moment to eat a McChicken.
You gonna make a chicken?
A McChicken.
You gonna make a chicken? I'm gonna make a chicken, motherfucker.
I'm a chicken eating the motherfucker.
Knows how to make a chicken. You know how to make a chicken? I know how to make chicken. Boop, 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 boop. I think the rose is red. There be zombies. Do, 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 do. Me too.
I'm back.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna while we're running along the street, I'm gonna yell to the dwarf, "Where are we going?"
And he replies to you, "We gotta make it to the portal. It's in one of the buildings ahead. I don't remember which one.
Oh, well,
He says, I gotta look at the map." And he's blasting away with his little poison thing you do.
Well,
In case you guys forget, this is Belram with his little poison blaster.
um,
And he says, "Are you guys gonna do something? Or I gotta take care of it myself?"
Take care of what yourself? Do you want us to get the map out?
yeah, I'm just waiting for the NPC to do something. Seems to fix everything.
Hmm? You gotta worry. That's what you gotta do.
Well, we've got weapons ready, but does he need to see the map again? Does
What?
he?
Yeah, he did say.
Right,
I need
let's
to see
show
the
him
map.
the map then. I'll get my sword ready in case any zombies get too close.
Right now, they're probably, aside from the ones that Belram is blasting and trying to fight right now, the zombies are probably
How many-
20 feet away.
Yeah, show him the map, and I'll draw my sword and get ready for anything that does get in arm's reach.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but I mean,
No. I'm the 50-something tokens really it sucks.
no, I mean,
No, sorry. It's all right. It's all good. Belram just shouts to you. He's like, "I'm a bit busy right now. Can't you tell?" He runs a little further down the road and kicks one of the
I'm gonna look
zombies in his
around.
chest.
Is there anywhere we can get to on high ground that doesn't look like it has zombies in it? That looks like it would have somewhere where we could run out of or jump off of if we needed to.
That you can see from here, the closest thing you see is there's 2 fire escapes, one on the building to your northeast, so front right-hand side. There's a fire escape there. It goes up about 5 stories to the roof. And then behind you on the road that you already ran past, there were fire escapes that you ran past. Closest one, though, is kind of surrounded by zombies right
now. Which one of us has got the map?
You do, I believe.
Yeah, Jade's got the map. Yeah.
All right. How fast do these things run?
The fastest of them, probably as fast as you can run.
But the rest of them are slow.
Yeah, varying speeds. Lucky for you, don't see any giant zombies that are gonna smash buildings. None of those yet.
Well, we're gonna have to climb a fire escape then, aren't we? Because he ain't gonna be able to read them. They'll be sprinting at us, and then we'll be overwhelmed. So yeah, we'll just go for a fire escape. There's anything we can do.
All right.
Yeah. So Belgium, we're going up a fire escape.
Well, we'll go find a clear one.
The one to your front right, the closest one, there's only maybe 3 zombies nearby. You could easily push your way through, or you could try to go further down the street. It's kind of hard for you to see at the moment.
Which way is Belgium going? We want to go the same direction as him, don't we?
He's still firing. He's not moving anywhere at the minute.
He's only like 5 to 10 feet away from you to the north.
Oh, so we'll point
kinda
to where there's
spreading-
only 3 zombies and go this way then, and we can get up on the roof.
So you tell him, let's go, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
He turns, he says, it's about time you did something. And then he follows you guys up the crosswalk or the
Fire escape.
Fire escape. Yeah. I don't know why I said crosswalk. It's probably because I'm looking at a picture with a bunch of crosswalks on. 4 of them to be precise. Although technically there's more than 4 on this picture. Yeah, I'm not sharing the
Crosswalk?
map
You
with you.
mean crosswalks between buildings?
No. That is a crossway, I think. Isn't that what that's called?
I don't know.
I don't know. Crosswalks, the white paint on the roads. That's a crosswalk. I'm just
Zebra crossing, I guess.
Yeah, zebra cross. All right, so you go up to the 5th floor. I'm assuming you want to go up to the roof. Is that correct?
Well,
or you go to another floor?
No, I mean, we want to get somewhere where we're not going to get eaten by zombies immediately.
Yeah, and if anyone
And then,
comes, we can hit him while he's reading the map. Yeah.
Figuring out where the hell we need to go to.
All right, so you can go pick a floor or pick a roof. Your choice.
We go halfway up the fucking fire escape and stay there.
Hang on, let's roll the dice because that's basically what we're doing right now.
We go. Okay,
roof.
All right, so you guys go up to the roof. Sorry. All right, so you go up to the roof and you see you hop over the ledge and you do a quick perusal. You don't see any zombies, though you do see a corpse across the way. You don't know if it's a zombie. There is the building next to it has, which is almost connected. There's about a 1-foot gap. It looks like it goes 1 floor higher than you where you're at, and one behind it, building to the right. That one looks like it's about equal height, but there is a dividing wall between them.
We don't know where we're going. We need to ask the dwarf where we're going.
Yeah, we're getting to the roof now. It's dwarf time to look at the map.
We just need time. That's all we need is time, so he can go. We're going there.
Yeah, zombie. Look at there. We want him to look at the map basically. But we get to somewhere where we can. If zombies come at us, we've got.
I get that. I get that. I'm trying to give you a layout of the land for your theater of the mind.
Situation is,
figure it out.
As soon as we get somewhere where there is no zombie and the dwarf can look at the map,
get
him to look at the map, and then that is where we go from there. Because we don't know where we're going. We could jump off the side of the building. I don't know at the minute.
Don't do that. Not yet. No. So we get him to. So yeah, with the idea was we get on the roof and then show him the map, and then he's going to figure out where we're going, hopefully, and doesn't leave us in Zombieland.
Alrighty. So you show him the map, and he points over one of the taller buildings way down the way. Says over there.
Okay, bottom, top, middle. Where are we going now?
The top.
Of course.
Okay, so can we make it via the rooftops?
With some climbing. You could probably jump, I guess. Because you guys aren't short like a dwarf.
Yeah, well, I can carry him. I'm pretty strong.
True. You could do that. He could grab onto your shell. But yeah, there's definitely a way to make it. You guys want to throw an athletics check?
Okay. Yep.
Ooh.
What was the D6 for the athletics check?
No, that was the D6 to go on the roof.
Oh, yeah.
That was the dice of roof determination.
Yeah, I was gonna say that didn't seem like a check.
I think we made that, didn't we?
Yeah. Your proficiency, and you still rolled the lowest. Yeah, but you made it. All right, so you guys start running along rooftops till you come to the large building ahead. It's about 7 blocks. You can't really jump across from where you're at to the other one. You would have to probably climb down.
Well, as we get closer, the zombies aren't renowned for being the smartest things on the planet. So
No.
Hopefully they've forgotten about us now.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're not going to fire any more guns. Don't let
catch our breath and try and just be quiet for a few minutes. See if they disperse a bit, or if they've even been following us this far. If we've gone 7 blocks.
Yeah, they lost track of you after about 2 blocks. They started to get a little confused. The few that got the closest, they met their demise trying to jump from building to building. Well, not their full demise, but broke themselves into pieces enough where they couldn't chase adequately.
they're still chasing us, but they're just dragging themselves along by one hand.
No.
20 years later, they'll still be doing it. Season
Something like
15 of the zombie episodes, it will still be there walking along.
You walk down the street and forget it's there, and it'll finally get you. No, it's
In season 15, they all died from the zombie hand.
yeah. So the large building is just right across the road, and there's a little like plaza, but you don't see any zombies in the way.
Is there a fire escape to get down? Or have we got to go
There
down
is-
through the building?
There is no fire escape on that side. There are like pipes. They look like almost like black metal pipes fixed to the wall, stove pipes almost to your mind. Some stainless steel looking drain pipes and whatnot. Some ventilation shafts that go down.
Are they solid?
As far as you could tell, they're fixed securely.
So, do you want to try climbing down these pipes, or should we? Jacker can start climbing down and see what happens. I'll do a test run. I'm probably the biggest and heaviest out of everyone.
But when we go, we've got to go.
Yeah, so Jaka, throw me an athletics check to see if you can climb down. A low enough DC because you guys aren't exactly like inept fools, but yeah, you succeed in climbing down. It doesn't break apart.
Okay, so I think everyone else can manage it now, can't they?
Yeah, you're definitely the heaviest.
The pipe is safe. Come.
Let's go. Athletics check, is it? I guess.
Yes, please.
Dope. Wrong thing to drop.
Yes. Even the low ball 9 makes is DC 5 since you're all capable, but I didn't know if anything was gonna snap or break on your way down. But you make it down. You head across to this large metal and glass building.
Can we see any zombies?
Not that you can see on the ground floor or in the streets. Nothing close by. If you look as far as you can look down the road to the south, there might be zombies further down there, but they're so far down.
So
Safe.
I guess for this building, then, if there's no fire escape, we're gonna have to run in and then run through the building.
Or take the elevator.
Yeah.
Elevator? What is this?
We don't even know what an elevator is. So if there aren't steps on the outside, we're going to have to run in, find steps on the inside, and run up it, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
Is the door open, or is it glass smashed?
Smashed glass door. You also see like remnants of some kind of barricades, like big stone slabs on their side, rectangular shapes with a kind of taper, as if they were set up to kind of defend this place.
Ah.
All right.
Looks like someone made a stand here.
Take a peek around the corner, and then 3, 2, 1, go.
And you guys easily run across, hop over the little barricades that you see. I mean, they're only waist high; they're not massive. And Jersey barriers. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them. But, just hop off and you end up in the building.
Okay, Bellroom, lead the way.
Elrum walks over to some kind of opening into this little doorway. You see him smack the wall, and then the door is open, and there's a little cubby inside. Elrum says, "This should be the fastest way." And he takes and hops inside
Okay,
this.
I'm
and
going to
you see him
follow him
put it
in.
on.
Have a good sniff.
This is a bad idea, but yeah, okay.
All right, and you hear,
I'm trying not to let one rip while we're in the box.
"Are you in the box?"
We're in the box, aren't we?
Well, it's
The
not really
little
a
cubby
box.
room thing that we just went into.
Cubby room, yeah.
If I
Yes.
fart in here, you might all start hallucinating.
Sorry.
Where is the amazingly depressing band?
The what?
Yeah. The elevator music.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where's the
apparently
elevator
that's
music?
what
Come on.
Where are they? Where are they? I'm looking around for them.
Yeah, so after a few moments, you feel kind of like a feeling in your stomach as this thing seems to be doing whatever it's doing.
What is this strange feeling, Belram?
And he says, that's normal. You'll get used to it if you come back here. And then you hear a
I
ding.
must exact retribution on these so-called musicians. This is a crime.
And you hear a ding, like a little bell. Ding! And then the doors that you walked in open up. And outside that door, the surrounding area has completely changed, as if you had stepped in some sort of portal.
Ah, it's a magic portal again. Are we in a new world now, Belram?
Belram just giggles and laughs. Ha ha. And he steps over, goes to a wall that looks like it's made of a metal cage with glass. And he starts wiggling on a door handle looking thing. And the door does not open. But you can see out the sky around you has changed somewhat. Doesn't look like you're in a street anymore. But
I'm going to look down.
well, if you look down now, you see a floor.
I mean, look down out the window.
Oh, well, the window walks out to a balcony type thing, a viewing area. So you have to, so Belram smashes the glass and you guys just walk through the glass. Even though probably shouldn't have shattered because it's bulletproof glass in real life, but whatever.
Belram's
So
tough.
He's a dick.
He's a time-traveling dwarf, yeah.
So where are we now, Burrow?
As you look out and you see the village from up high. Krokaliki looks down and gets a little bit of vertigo, I would imagine, as you now notice that you're extremely up high on some sort of metal tower.
I can't help but notice, Burrow, we're not home yet.
Yeah, that's the hard part. We have to
Where
jump
is that?
to get
New
to
York?
the next portal.
Is that New York?
Where do
Yeah,
we?
that's New York.
And where do we
Empire
need
State
to
Building.
go this time?
And he puts his hand through the little metal bars that kind of keep people from falling off, and he points down.
Huh?
Goes down there.
Can we see people walking around from our vantage point?
No people. You do see further down rows than you did before, and you do see zombie milling. Like the building where you guys were at that intersection, you see, at this point it's only 7 blocks away.
Oh, so we're still in the
see a
same.
massive-
We're still in the same place. We just.
Yes.
So what you're saying, we've got to jump off this balcony, Belram?
Yes.
Why did we come up here? Sorry.
Because that's the only way to access the portal.
Yeah, but we're still here with the zombies.
Yes. and then we gotta get to the portal.
All right,
So
'cause we
why
did
did
it
we-
before. We had to jump.
Why did we come up this building then? You said we needed to come up to the top floor.
Yep. So we could jump off and get into the portal. Because the portal's about halfway up this building, but it's on the outside. And
I think
I
we've
can't
done this
break the
before,
glass
haven't
down
we?
there.
We did it before. We jumped off something before.
I don't remember if you guys did, but
I think we did on the early Napoleon thing. Either on the way
that
in
one.
or out
Alright.
of Napoleon.
The Napoleon way out was jumping in a well. So yeah, you did fall down a well, but you didn't.
Right, where's this portal then?
And he just shucks his head to the side and goes, that way.
Lead the
Tell
way
me
then,
exactly.
Belram.
I've got the map. I'm gonna go first. So if you tell me the wrong thing, this map is toast.
It's about 3 feet off of the side, about halfway down from right here.
All right.
So you just jump straight over, straight down.
All right.
Yippee-ki-yay!
Let's try it.
All right. You jump over the edge and everything starts moving rapidly past you. You can see yourself in the reflection of this glass on the side of this building. It's like mirrored glass. You start checking your chin out. Going, no, do I have a pimple? And after a moment, all of a sudden everything's just black, completely black. You don't feel any pain of any kind. There's no wind. You can't really see anything much, mostly because you don't have dark vision. But you definitely feel like you're not where you were before, unless you died, but you wouldn't know.
Okay, so we've all done the jump, haven't we?
Belram, I don't know about y'all, but Belram climbs up and jumps over.
Yeah, well, I'm just
Does the
going to
same
follow
method.
Jade.
All right. So you guys all drop down into the portal. You manage in this room with a pitch black area.
I think
Moments
Cocky's
after-
got dark vision, hasn't he?
I'm gonna draw my sword.
Jade draws her sword and it lights up. There's this stone room, maybe twice the size of the little elevator cubby that you were in. You do see a metal door on the south wall. And as you're looking at the door, you hear behind you a bit of a clutter and a clamor. And Belram and Kakaliki and Jacka start making noises. You know, they land and actually end up on top of each other in a jumbled mess. Get off me, guys, move. And you guys obviously all stand up. And
No cushions.
No cushions. It's a stone floor. But it's not like you fell and had an impact. You just kind of appeared there. But you all appeared simultaneously, practically, one after another, bumping into each other.
Splat.
Luckily, Jade stood up, so didn't get crammed on. And you're in a stone room, maybe 10 by 10, and there is one door on the south, a metal door. You don't have a handle on your side of the door, but there is a window that you can see through it.
Okay, I'll lower my sword so it's out of the way, so I don't get blinded by it, and go and peer at the window. In fact, once I get up towards it, I'll probably put it back in my sheath.
As you look out the window, you see a faint light, at the end of what you would imagine is a hallway coming from somewhere down at the end of the hallway.
So we're essentially in a prison cell, yeah? What else can I see? I mean, there's...
Yeah, you would probably think it would look like a prison. That would probably be your thought. And we will pick this up next week.
All right.
Because I don't have that map made.
There's no door there's no door handle on the inside, so we're in a prison.
That is correct. There is no door handle.
Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Belgium's dropped us into a prison cell. Thanks, mate.
He says, "No problem. It's better than Zombieland." No, you're
Do you
not
know,
in a- Hint: you're
this-
not actually in a prison.
this isn't where I thought. As soon as you said where it was pitch black where you ended up, that's not where my brain went. And I don't think that's where we are now. But when you first said it, I thought Labyrinth.
Oh, like the movie?
Yeah.
Ah,
I thought we were in Oubliette.
no.
Ah.
I wish I did think of that. That would have been kind of fun, but I didn't
Oh,
do it.
yeah, that'd have been good. Yeah, with a little tiny hole in the floor.
I don't remember. I didn't
It's
even think of that.
basically you're in a room with no doors, but then he throws back a cover off a thing on the floor, and it's a door, and he picks it up, puts it against the wall, and then you can walk out the door.
That would have been fun, but
And also a dwarf that does it as well, which is the thing. That's why I thought it.
for shame, how do I forget these things?
Well,
Probably
who said
haven't
you
seen that
forgot?
movie in a decade.
You've got till next Friday
No.
to, remember.
No, I already have a plan. I just didn't make the map. That's
Oh.
all. But, ha ha ha. Yes. All right.
Well, thank you very much, sir.
That's where we are. Thank you. Until next
Awesome,
time.
dude. Thank you very much.
Yes. Have fun, people watching. Have fun, everybody. And fuck you, Belron.
I am going to stab him before too long, I think.
I think we should just kill him, really, shouldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Annoying dwarf.
Don't know if you guys know how to read the map.
No, we don't know how to read the map. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Maybe you're in a place where map reading is taught. You never know.
History.
You never know. All right. Until next
It's a
time.
Twiggly
Have
zone,
fun.
yes.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Peace out.
Have a good one, Jim. I shall see you Monday.
Did you read about your boat?
Read about